Hey, 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 everybody. Welcome back to Besties Vibe Only. Today I got Dr. Tina Ramsey. Don't say Ramsey. This is not Gordon. This is Ramsey, okay? Making sure you have the A at the end. And I'm super excited to bring her on. I've been getting hyped for the past couple of weeks because we've been having bestie after bestie after bestie where the excitement is just here. I don't know if it's ever gonna come down, but it's just here, okay? It's on 10. And I'm just so excited to be able to talk about the voice and the being how dynamic it is to be able to speak your truth, speak for yourself, and walk in your full agency. And I'm excited to explore these things with her. Can you introduce yourself to the audience for the people that don't know who you are?
Very simple. I am Dr. J. Ramsey. I am the CEO of CTR Media Network, which we are an edutainment platform. We specialize in bringing you impactful yet entertaining content to help you grow. So we have a podcasting network with podcasters, live content creators, streamers, and we create a platform to help them thrive and grow. So pretty much we love the power of your voice and we use the media in a positive way, unlike some folks.
Mm. Mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah, child, we try to spread positivity over here.
And information that is not I'm not going to say the word news. Okay, I'm done. Moving on. So y'all know that on this show that we've been trying to add more games and more fun and more and Dr. Tina said, "What? I didn't know I came to play games."
I don't, girl. I was like, really, girl? Let me get my 20-year-old daughter in here. She will play the game with you.
Here's the thing. You gotta play it though. You tried it. You tried it.
Right, girl. I know this tech.
So we're gonna play Kahoot like we've been doing on this platform. It's if you want to join in, you can live on your phone if you're not currently using it to watch this live stream at kahoot.it, and the code for this game is 716-8852 if you want to give us a join. We're going to give you a minute to join in, and if not, we're just going to go ahead and get started. Some people sometimes jump in the middle of the game because I do keep it unlocked while we're playing this game. If you're going to look for this game as a public thing, this is a private game, so you can only play it here right now, and that's it. Cool. Oh, Dr. Fashion coming through. Okay.
Oh, I got two techie women in here, and Lord help me.
You got this. Okay, he will help you. He gonna be blessed.
Listen. The last time I played a game was with Sega Genesis, and that you two don't even know what that is.
I do know what that is. You tried it. You tried it.
No, you might not know. Like,
I do know what it is. Okay,
wait. The Nintendo Wii, the first edition.
Oh, I'm aware. And then we have the gaming cube. You can't sleep on that, even though it's only for like one season. Okay, you can't sleep on that.
Now, girl, I was addicted. You hear me? But but it's been a many moons since I sat down and played a game. You know, so I'm like, oh Lord, now my husband in here.
Hey, I did say a minute, so a minute has happened. So are y'all ready? Ready, set, and hit the start. The first couple of ones are, if I'm not mistaken, are polls, and we can play this at home. Okay. This is exciting. Okay, let me get my phone so I can actually play the game. 3, 2, 1. It's a poll question. How often do you use your voice?
Are we supposed to say it or just do it?
No, just put your answer in.
Okay.
This game gives you anonymity. That's the cool part. Okay. I appreciate the always, and whoever said often, I'm watching you. Okay. Second question. How often do you communicate online? If only they had the word hourly. I would
yes. Hourly. That's what I'm saying. Should have that.
Okay, everybody says daily. I see us. I see us. Well, I think it's one more poll. How often do you speak in public? That's actually a fair question. I really had to think about that one for a minute.
Often.
Often, I do my best to like mind my business and keep it pushing. I'm just like, I exist, but just
Yeah, I speak often. That's part of the job. Public speaker.
It makes sense. What
Uh-huh.
sentence is passive?
Oh Lord. I don't even want to play.
You are already in the game. Okay,
I don't even want to play. I'm against people who play games probably every day, and it's not fair.
Ma'am,
because I know my husband play games.
I don't.
Know.
I just got into Roblox and I am bad at it. Okay, I just made sure you knew that.
Yeah, I did that on purpose. Come on, I'm gonna play. I'm gonna be a good sport.
34, you girl, you got this. It's a multi-select. Multi-select, which means there's more than one answers. Voices can be what? Voices can be what?
I need to write this down and tell somebody about this game.
It's a fun game. I'm telling you, this is a fun game. And let's go to the next one. I see you, Dr. T. And you said you don't know things. I'm just gonna look at you.
Got a whole lot more questions to go.
How is passive voice formed? Oh my gosh, I really had to really think about that question. I feel like this is English class.
I hate English.
Wait. But that's how you speak. Pause.
Hey, speaking is fine. It's reading it and explaining it. I read it fine. It's just I don't like old English, if that makes sense. Where you going? Oh, so you're gonna leave me in the hot seat?
Oh my lantern.
I'm still doing. I gotta work.
Oh yeah, you do gotta go to work tonight. Okay, go ahead, get some sleep. You gotta go make that check.
Okay. Bye. Say bye to your husband.
Yeah.
Yeah, you welcome to the live. Thank you so much for coming by. And to Dr. Fashion, you could have actually edited your avatar, but you chose not to because I don't think you realized you could. Because that's why I got center shades. Okay, I wear them at night so I can see. If you want to join into Kahoot, you're more than welcome to. There are double points that could catch you up. The code is 716-8852 if you want to join. The question, where is passive voice common? Passive voice. We already learned that passive means to be and to add a past particulate. That's a very fun thing.
It timed me out.
You didn't answer?
No, it timed me out because I had someone text me and
don't be distracted. It catches you
slipping. Brain sometime. I'm like, okay, what do you want? I can't help you get on. I needed help myself.
No, you good.
I can't help you. You have to help yourself.
Hey. So it did choose your eye patch for you, but you could have edited it. You just, girl, I gotta bring you back on the show so I can teach you some things about this Kahoot thing. Okay, about this Kahoot thing. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to the next question. What we got here? What is nonverbal communication? Is it using emails, using gestures, using calls, using words?
Everybody, guess what I'm saying?
I'm showing you that.
You know we can have this nonverbal communication.
The whole time, and I know exactly what you're saying. So
I'm talking to you without even saying anything. Like, girl.
That's why I said I love voice because it's so dynamic. You can either be talking or literally using your body to speak. It's like it's a really cool thing. Oh, what's this question? Who is a good listener? Looks away, maintains eye contact, interprets often, or checks phone. What is it? Oh, I have to answer. My bad. Hey, I'm trying to host and play. You can only there's only so much you can do in a day. Okay, there's only so much you can do in a day.
Yeah, that's true.
And to the audience, hi, hello. I think it's called Holy. Hello, and hello, Martin, and hello, Royalty. Is that royalty? As in royalty? As in the 40th birthday royalty? I don't think that's that royalty. I don't think that's royalty because there's a royalty that has a birthday today, and I'm just looking.
Oh, okay.
On social media, when you follow people, you're like, oh, it's their birthday. Question. Why is empathy crucial? Ignores feelings, creates conflict, builds trust, shows weakness. Absolutely. This was one of the hardest things for me to learn. I'm not gonna lie.
Empathy, feelings.
Oh yeah, being okay with my feelings and not shutting them down.
Now we can have a whole different conversation about these feelings.
Oh yes. Oh yes. And acting upon it, speaking on it when you're not ready to speak on it truly. Okay. Next question. What is a common communication barrier? Clear speech, noise, eye contact, active listening. What is it? Okay. Let me. Okay. I'm like, I have to answer too. Perfect.
So I can win.
Child. Like I said, there's going to be double points. I'm almost positive I did like 4 or 5 of these questions. I think I did. Next question. When is feedback important? I didn't say constructive criticism. I said feedback specifically. Thank you.
Now, this can be biased, you know. I say sometime, but some people say never.
I put sometimes as well. I was like, I can never do never because I gotta know if I'm meeting expectation. Like it's just that part. Am I meeting? Am I meeting? Like, am I here or am I like, woo?
At least sometime. I mean, I need to know.
I gotta know just a little bit. Just a little bit.
That's not the answer they wanted. That's not the answer they wanted. Like, okay.
Just gotta look at you from the side. And hey to Eagle and hi to, I think it's Hayat Alman. And where are we going next? And I don't know why I moved my cursor because I'm supposed to hit the next button and I'm on another screen. Help me, Jesus.
You know I'm staying on my screen. You know how hard
it is. He said he's going to be asleep. Pause. He ain't sleep. He is not sleep. He ain't sleep.
He's very competitive.
Okay. Where does body language matter? Is it emails, phone calls, texts, face-to-face?
I mean, I could say 2 things, but I know what the common thing is probably face-to-face. But I mean, you can have a telephone call with someone and you can hear the tone of their voice and you might not like it or you do like it.
Fair, fair.
Be like, excuse you?
Nah, and I'm like, do they know who they called? Do they know who they just called? I have questions.
Yeah, wait. Okay, maybe you need to back up a little bit and rephrase that. Just a tad.
Just a little bit. Just a smidge.
Just a little bit.
Okay, what's the next question? How
Oh,
can you improve communication? Interrupt often, speak loudly, listen actively, avoid eye contact.
we know what we're supposed to do, but we don't always do it.
I'll put the truth, okay? The truth is probably a lie, as in it's probably false. As you see, because some people say, you know what, to improve, you just gotta speak loudly, because they can't hear you. Speak just a little bit louder.
Yeah, but yeah, a lot of people feel that way, and sometimes, I have been one of those people. I'm not gonna add.
Me too, and that's why I said, let me answer what my truth was.
I can't act like I'm like perfect, because I have my moments where clearly you didn't understand the words coming out of my mouth.
Same here. And thank you, Aubrey. Okay, what we got here? Royal coming up. Royal, what? See, I told you people can come up if they join late. I told y'all people can come up if they join late. Y'all can still join. The code is 716-8852. Yes, we're halfway through, but there's also double points coming up. Complete the sentence. That's why I'm going fast, because I'm trying to get him to sleep. Communication is unimportant, silent, two-way, one-way.
Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
Okay, remember Kahoot works off of how fast you answer, the correctness of that answer, as well as if you have a streak of correct answers right in a row, because you get more points stacked on. So, because Dr. Fash asked, how's she in last place? And I said, well, this is how the points are calculated, ma'am. So if you're taking your ginger time, okay, this game said, bye-bye. You lose points. Okay.
They should allow us to, get our thoughts together.
Here's the thing. I could have changed this to 10 seconds per question. Y'all would have been mad.
Oh, girl, bye. Like, I'm already, like, bye.
True or false? Effective communication is key to success.
10 seconds, girl. I would not have made it.
10 seconds because... Oh, snap! Oh, okay. I see him.
Okay.
To be asleep. And sleep.
Okay. No, he didn't. I told you he competitive.
Emails are a form of verbal communication.
Trying to trick me.
Let's see. Could I trick the peoples?
Well, let me go ahead and make
Dr. Fashion said she was fast, and I was like, Kahoot said someone else is faster. We actually are divided, true and false. So I just want to talk on it for a quick second. And by Cold Holy, I will say verbal communication. I said it's not verbal. It's not verbal, as in it's not where it's auditory, but it's nonverbal communication that you are sending out in your verbal voice. That's the trippy part. It's a trick question. It's a trick question. I swear it is.
It is, because with all this tech, you can have your stuff. If you have Speechify, everything will get read to you.
Here's the thing. That thing came in clutch when I was in school. Clutch 2 times fast.
Wow.
Ooh, double points. Double points. Y'all can catch up. What is active listening? Is it interrupting often, speaking, or ignoring the speaker? Fully focusing or looking away? What is it? Everybody except for one person. And that's okay. Okay, ignore the speaker. I understand you.
You know what? He need to go to bed for real.
He gonna win at the end of this game, which is a listening skill. Ignoring, talking over, nodding, interrupting. I'm dancing to music that doesn't exist. Y'all, if you're like, where's she dancing to? My head music. Like, there's music just up here.
Oh, girl, that's the best kind. Sounding young. Oh, yeah, I got it right.
Hey, I like whoever's doing that. I interrupt. That's how I do it. I interrupt. I love it. I'm for it. We got a poll. How often do you listen to podcasts? Great question.
Okay, I might get this wrong. I mean, from the general population, because I listen to them every day.
Oh no, it's a poll, girl. It's just collecting opinions that there ain't no right answer. There ain't
okay,
no right
I'm straight.
There ain't no right answer with this one. There ain't no right answer.
Hey, Curtis,
Yeah.
it might not help you with your points.
I don't know if it's gonna help with points. That's actually a great question. Because I was letting this time out because I know there's a 7-person playing, but I want to make sure that they can get in if they can get in. Yeah. Okay, if you listen to podcasts daily, I want to know what podcast. Drop it in the chat. Y'all can't be just saying you do daily. I want to know. I'm nosy. Do you listen to true crime? Do you listen to personal development? Do you listen to business? Do you listen to news? Do you listen to pop culture? What do you listen to? Because I wonder. What do you listen to?
Well, I have a podcast network, so I listen to podcasts all the time.
That is very fair. That's very fair.
All the time. One's on my network as well as ones that's not on the network.
Ah, okay. Fair point. Fair point.
Okay.
Who benefits from clear communication? I feel like this is not a trick question. I feel like everybody should get this answer.
And then when you feel that way, probably gonna get it wrong. Oh, I got it right.
Yeah, I was wrong. Only the listeners. I think someone's intentionally throwing the game. I truly feel it in my spirit at this time. And he's just annihilating all of us. Do we have another double points? Please, somewhere.
Ooh.
Because now I'm getting comparative in my spirit. What is a podcast?
Ain't nobody gonna get this right. But me. I'm a big y'all. Do not click that button. Do not click. This is my question.
Not the video blog. I will say video blogs are technically a little bit or it's the exact same as a podcast, but not. I feel like that's also
but the industry is changing, so we're starting to accept video as podcasting, but it's still a war. No, it's audio. No, it's video. But of course, it's been audio since forever. But the industry is starting to accept it.
Oh yeah, and the people are actually starting to watch them a lot more. Oh, double points. We got to pay attention. When did podcast start? History question.
Oh Lord, I missed the wrong one by accident. I got a big old thumb.
What do you miss? You ain't missed the wrong one. We're trying to catch up to your husband here.
It was 2004.
Yes, 2004.
I clicked the wrong one by accident.
What you click?
2010. My finger slid down up under the 2004. You know I know
that.
That's
not a good thing.
You know I know that answer.
I know you know that answer.
I want to recap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she bumped them. That's good. Woo!
I need you to catch up though.
Child, listen, okay. I'm doing good to be on the game and still moving and grooving.
Fair. Why are podcasts popular? Because I was like, they is not rare, they is not short, and they is not expensive. I was like, these are not none of the answers.
I know, right?
Okay. Dr. Fashion, you're still on the board, and I'm just so happy. Okay, what else we got? How long is a podcast? 1 hour varies, 2 hours, 30 minutes. What we got here? I feel like I want to say staying alive. Okay. We got 2 that are 1 hour. Y'all, I've actually run into 10-minute podcasts before. And I'm like, we could do 10 minutes. Just 10 minutes.
You can do however long you want. I mean, it's podcast that's 3 minutes and 5 minutes long. It's a new, I forgot the name of the girl podcast, but she do like 3.5 minute news where she give a little burst of news, and then it's just like 3.5 minutes.
Okay. Well, then we just learned something new. Everybody, variety and varies truly. True or false? Podcasts are audio only. We literally just talked about this. If y'all can't here, I'm gonna take my time to see if one of y'all gonna catch up. Yeah, I did that. Sometimes I throw the game.
She got that posture and confidence.
Like, I do.
I dare y'all catch up. I dare you.
Oh, you surpassed your husband. What?
If I don't get from this place tonight,
now stay there. Now, double points. Where should you look while speaking? What? Yeah. At the audience, y'all. You looking at the ceiling. So they're seeing the bottoms of your whites of your eyes. Is that what you're telling me? To the glory.
You have to look at the audience.
Make eye contact. Not make them uncomfortable, but make eye contact at the same time. I can see your very soul. And they're like, what? What is a confident voice? Is it soft and timid, loud and clear, whispering, monotone? I can say this is that I personally never liked monotone professors. I couldn't do it. I'm just like, I need tone. I need inflections. I need it to rise in crescendo and go down for rising, like falling action. What is going on, sir or ma'am? No to the monotone.
Me neither. Like, I had a monotone biology teacher. I kid you not. I went to sleep in every class. I tried. Like, he would just talk me to sleep. Like, every single class. He was like, Tina, wake up. I'm like, your voice just so come. Just give me my work, a work packet. I'll have it done. I'll get an A. Don't worry about it.
No, I get an A. Don't worry about it. Double points again, which helps build confidence. A, practice. I see you. We did, yeah. Complete the sentence. Confidence speakers, what? Y'all, we talked about this. Yes, it's to avoid eye contact from you, person. I don't even know who you. What? He is still not asleep. Not us both sighing deeply.
You see my face,
and I'm just like, what? Wait. When should you use pauses?
Like, really though, Curtis, go to bed. No, too bad.
2 questions left. Why is tone important? Why is it important? Love it. Yes, it can convey emotions, but it also can confuse. Because some people use it to manipulate.
That part.
So it just depends. And yeah. Okay, what we got next? Okay, we got 2 more questions. Double points. Girl, we gotta pay attention. He can't win. He cannot win. We gotta do this. What helps reduce anxiety? Y'all, I ain't playing with you. I'm about to be trigger, okay, and correct answer. Just trigger, correct answer, because I'm about to play with him today.
Oh my god.
Because how come he said he gonna go to bed? He think he lied to us, and then he's still awake.
Exactly.
How can you improve clarity?
I don't know. Let me stop. I'm playing.
It's the audacity from me out your mouth. It's the audacity out your mouth from me. Okay.
You done messed me all the way up.
Okay, what we got for podiums? It's coming in at number 3. We have Royal, and I'm actually going to make the screen bigger so you guys can see it a little bit better. Give me 1 second.
Who's number 1?
Congratulations to Dr. Tina Ramsey's husband, Curtis. Go to sleep now.
Who's supposed to be asleep?
He should be asleep.
I know.
Straight up. And that's why I said I am flabbergasted. So take a screenshot of your thing, okay? Because you need to go sleep, sir. Thank you. Much appreciated. We out now. Okay. Cool. I put the chat on there so you can actually see. So we play Kahoot while we're warming up for the game. It's a great way for us to do icebreakers.
Thank you, everybody.
Be quiet.
Oh, hi, winner.
Hey.
Hi.
Listen, it's all right. It's 2024. Everybody can get a participation trophy.
Go to sleep. Go to bed.
Good night.
Thank you. Says y'all can see dreams and restoration, sir.
Now you see what I have to deal with. I told you he's very competitive. With
Here's the thing, though. You married him, and the thing is that I know that means that your relationship never is dull. It ain't never dull.
Never, ever. Here I'm thinking he going to sleep, and then he sneak up in the game, and then win. Annihilates
us both, and I'm just like, I thought we were good. I thought we were friends, just a little bit.
Well, friends until it's time to play the game. He took this to the. He was like, "This is the Olympics." You're going for the gold.
Not the Olympics, going for the gold. But hey, he did go for the gold. He did win and stuff like that. But I feel like I should be like, technicality, give back your award.
I know, right? But he's not gonna do it.
He ain't, and it's okay. He won fair and square, so I'm gonna build my bridge and I'm gonna cross it. And I can say this is that I'm so thankful that he knows about voice.
Yeah.
I'm so thankful he knows about voice and how to articulate it, the tone, as well as the empathy that is very crucial when it comes to it, and how to speak publicly and all the in-betweens. So I think that's absolutely amazing.
Yeah, he's really good.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. I like how someone said we need a rematch.
Yeah, my husband gave you guys a certificate of for what is that?
Yeah, participation.
But he said participation. He was like, it's 2024. Everybody get a certificate.
There you go. You get one. You get one. You get one. Can we not, sir? Child, here we go. There could only be one. There could only be one. You can't say everybody get one. You ain't. This is YouTube. Nah, just nah. When these ran out, they ran out. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Top done. It's back down. Okay. What was it? Gave us certificate for appreciation. Let's see. I'm catching up on everything. Oh, the 3008 live stream dedicated is going to be on Thursday at I think 7 p.m. because I wanted you guys to be able to join on the East Coast. So that is when that is. If you were still playing, you could have played with us. This only happens at the beginning of these lives, and if you miss it, you miss it, and I'm sorry, and I love you. And just because he said rematch, what I might do, Dr. Tina, I might make this particular one public, just so I could put it in the description for the people watching the replays so they can play against each other if they should need.
Oh, that'd be good.
I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'll make that available because we want a rematch. I think we all want a rematch against your husband, but he had to go to sleep for the work because of paychecks.
Yes, honey.
And
I'm hoping to get all the good sleep so he can go make that mucho dinero.
Oh yes,
so,
oh yes.
Go ahead and do what you need to do. But then he had to just come and just put a whipping on all of us on this game when he's supposed to be asleep. I'm like, boy, bye. Go to bed.
It's that part. He better be lucky I came at the question 16. The fact that Royal caught up so much, though, I commend you, Royal, because you're like, I'm staying on the board. Forget everybody. I'm here.
Exactly. Like, just, I'm like, okay. But that was cool, though. That was cool. Once I got the hang of it, it was cool.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I just try to dabble in a little bit of fun when we talk about the topic because, like, when we're talking about voice, you can do a lot of things. Like, you can, hey, I'm a little John, I'm a whisper in your ear. Or you could be like, hey, how you doing, though? And be like a New Yorker, like, with the thing on your back and be like, just talk with an accent. Like, if that's what you do. Okay? Yeah. And, like, I can say is that when it comes to, like, my voice, and people are like, you're so confident. How are you so confident coming online, doing all what you do? And I'm like, I actually started on an audio-only app. And I had to get comfortable hearing my own voice and not picking it apart and saying it was lesser than and that I can't stand my voice and all the in-betweens.
Well, you sound like you're talking about me. You digging into the windows of my life. Listen, you're like all up in my house with the shades pulled back. Like, that is exactly how I used to be because I have a heavy Southern twang, especially certain words. I tell people, you have to learn to love it or learn to hate it because some of my words go all the way around the corner and back again. That's the essence of Tina. So if you don't like it, keep on scrolling, you know, and I did not like the sound of my voice for a very, very, very long time. But now, honey, take me as I am. If you don't want it, then, well, I'm not trying to impress you. I am who I am, and I'm at peace and content and confident in who I am now. But it took me a long time to get to this point because I was what they call a people pleaser.
Oh, stop! Yeah. Now you in mine. Can you?
Yes, I was a people pleaser, girl. You would give me the gold medal because that's what I was, honey.
There you go. There you go. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
That's what I was. I was a people pleaser to the maximum, and I was miserable. I made everyone around me happy, but I was miserable. Things that I did not have the communication to articulate no, because I did not want to hurt anyone's feelings. Even though many people hurt my feelings, a whole lot of people was hurting my feelings, but I did not want to hurt anyone else's feelings. And I looked at if I disagree, that means that I'm not really your friend. I couldn't have my opinion, all right? And so, or I was trying at all costs to avoid conflict because I hate conflict, right? So I was trying to avoid it. And so, but it took me a very long time before I found my voice and to learn and understand the power of a healthy no, and understand that even if someone, it's all right for me to express my feelings and make sure that I'm okay at the end of the day. Because for a whole lot of my life, I made sure that everyone else was okay. But now I make sure that I'm okay and make sure that I can get some good sleep at night, to make sure that I smile at myself. And then if other people around me so happen to feel happy because of that, then it's a win-win. But if not, I did my part. I did all I can do, but I'm doing what's going to make me happy. And it took me a long time, but I'm here now. So I'm like, sound like a you problem, not a me problem.
You tried it. That's what I keep saying. You tried it. You tried it. Keep trying it. You tried it.
Yeah, you did. You did. So I'm like, it's okay. But I'm still not changing my mind. The answer's still no. With a heart, with a smile.
I will say this. The moment that my mama, she tried to use, hey, I'll make you some food. And I was like, it's still a no. She like, you turning up food? And I was like, I knew what the bait was. And I knew, that I love your cooking. Okay. Mm-hmm. But this is a no. A no is a no, which is a no, which is a no. And just simply means for me now, because I had to redefine it. I had to make it an acronym. It just means next opportunity. It don't mean that it's never, ever going to happen. It just means next opportunity. It also doesn't mean no outcome either. because the outcome is I'm choosing me to allow myself to create space so that I can fill it with the things that were meant to come my way anyway, and I'm not running towards anything. I'm just standing and receiving.
I love that. I love that. Okay. And so many times, I don't know if it's just a female thing, but I hear it a lot with females. And maybe if it is dealing with men as well, they don't talk about it, right? But as females, I feel like I noticed some things in my daughter when she was growing up, and I was like, oh no, honey, what we not gonna do is repeat how I was at your age with you. I said, let me talk to you right now. And I explained a lot of different things to her and my son. And I am so proud of them because they have their voice. They're still respectful, but if something does not work for them, they have the confidence and they have I would say the boldness to say, no, that don't work for me. And they can articulate it in such a way that people are like, wow, you really can communicate how you really feel. Okay, well, I have to respect that. I never heard a young person or a young adult speak quite that way. You know, they've been doing this for a while, but I knew that they watch me. It's not so much what you say, it's what you do. And I told them all the right things, taught them all the right things, but yet they watch more of how I handled things. And so I said, okay, I got to be a reflection of the words that I'm teaching them. I need to let those words become who I am so they can see that, hey, mama not just saying this stuff, she's living it. And it's okay for me to be different. Both of my children are so different in the way that they do things, the way that they, like you're so creative with the way you dress, right? And so my daughter, she has all like different styles, like anime and all this. And my son is like, he a surfer guy sometimes, you know? So I tell them, I said, be creative, be who you are. Don't follow trends. You make your own trend. If nobody else doing it, who cares? Who cares? If you like it make you happy, then wear it. Who cares? Like, you don't have to be just like someone else. And so I'm so happy because I see her and I see him with their own unique style, their own flair. And I did not have that when I was their age. I conformed. I was a chameleon. I was a people pleaser. And so I tell them, I said, don't wait that long before you start living your life. And so they're living life, and I just love watching them just be free and charismatic and bold and ready to try different things. Oh, I was very scared when I was young. I'm like, oh, I don't know. That's a little radical. But yeah, that's a little radical. That's a little extreme. That's not traditional, you know. But they're like, I like that they're the kind of kids that, well, young adults now, that they'll color out the lines just because they can, you know. So, but I wasn't like that. But I had to work really hard with them so that they would not repeat my bad habits. So even with adults, I tell the adults, it's not too late for you. You can be in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. As long as you have breath in your body, you can have the ability to change and become the person who you want to become. Learn to love who you are, inside and out, flaws and all. I mean, learn to really love and appreciate who you are, because at the end of the day, you are the original, baby. You're the original. There is not anyone on the face of the planet that has your fingerprints, that has your voice, that has your exact look. And even if they look familiar to you, you're still unique. Your perspective, your way of looking at things. And I say, embrace that, because you're the original. There's not a copy. And walking that, I'm like, it's a whole lot of Tinas, but it's only one Tina like me. So, and that's a beautiful thing, to know that you are the original, that you don't have to act like or try to become something or someone that you're not, because who you are that's enough. That's enough. More than enough. And so, but it took me a while, to get here. But honey, I'm here. There's no turning back. So I am who I am, and I love me, honey. And so I tell other people, love yourself. Before you try to love everybody else, love yourself. But
and that to me is so like major and so big. Like I remember being younger and using my voice to encourage others, using my voice to also, but using my voice to encourage others, but using my voice inside myself to curse myself and bully myself from actually being my full self. So whenever someone's like, oh, well, I get bullied. And I'm like, well, how did you bully yourself first? Because you attract what you are on the inside. You think you can hide from that thing on the inside? No, it will come out and people are going to mimic what you're doing to yourself on the inside. So what are you saying? What are you doing? What are you crying to your bed, crying at night about? What are you crying your sleep about? Because you just tore yourself apart, saying how ugly you were and all these things. And you wonder why you're seeking outside validation when it can come from you. That's something else that I had to learn, is you can validate yourself. Yes, other people can validate you, but self-validation is someone else because you've been with you your entire life. And to tell yourself, I love the good and the bad. And I know I focus on the bad for a long period of time, but I see all this good. I see more good than there's actually bad. And I don't know why I was so tunnel focused on the bad part. And I missed all that good. And that's why I love gratitude, because gratitude allows you to do that look back and to realize how far you have come. And also those things that where you have come from are like little gems in your treasure box. And other people can look at those gems and be like, hey, it's like an art museum. Hey, this is what it says about this one. I learned something. This is what I see. This is how I receive this. They move on to the next gem. They learn something else from that. They take little notes and they keep it moving on. Or they have that audio track because you're actually dictating a little bit about your life and about that little piece, okay? Like, your life is like that, legitimately. At every lesson or every mistake that you've ever made, you have learned something, whether you have chosen to willfully see it or where you stayed oblivious to it, as in you don't pay any no mind to it at all. And I'll also say this, is that I am so grateful and thankful. I'm going to say this right now, and this is the only thing I'm going to get a little political with, because technically this is political. I have freedom of speech in the United States. I'm grateful for that. Because I don't have to be as traditional.
Yeah.
Because some countries don't allow you to speak.
At all.
So, or have any say, authority, anything. Your voice doesn't matter. And out here it does, but also we have so many voices online and they sound so large until we turn off our phone. And then we realize, oh, the voice could be quieted if I just turn it off.
That part.
Wow. Just wow. And I can also say is I've gotten an amazing compliment recently. It was on one of my live streams. I actually got two. One was I'm someone's online therapist. Her name is Kay. That's the first one. The second one is I love coming to your lives just so I can listen to your voice. It just brightens my day. And I cry my little eyes out because for me, as someone that has struggled with my voice, even though I know I sound confident talking right now, it's taken work to get here. And every time that I speak, I realize that I get so excited, which also feels like nervousness because I don't know. It's unknown. Of course, I'm going to feel a little bit, I don't know about this. Of course I don't, because the brain's not working like that. Your brain works on history, as in past material. Remember how we're talking about passive and reports and stuff like that? That's how your brain is. That is how your brain is. So with all that being said, I can say is that if you love you, you're going to be good. And I'll also take this a little religious for a second. If you are in the Bible, if you believe in the Bible, if you might know this scripture that I'm about to say, okay, off the top of my head, and this is a paraphrase, it's in James 3. I think it's James 3:8. Your tongue is a two-edged sword. You can curse or you can edify with it. as in you can encourage with it. It is your decision how you choose to wield your tongue, because your tongue can literally destroy nations. It can build them up. It can cheat someone out of something because you're using your voice to manipulate. Your voice is that powerful.
It is. It really is.
Be mindful how you wield your power, because your voice is power. Yes, your hands are power. Yes, your body is power. Yes, your soul is power. But this mouth of yours, it's power. Your tongue is one of the strongest, if I'm not mistaken, strongest muscles in your entire body. If I'm not mistaken, that is serious. I wonder.
And one of the smallest. I tell my children, I remind myself, I tell my husband, you have to be careful how you use this tongue. You have to be mindful of the words that you say, because the words that you say that come out your mouth, they have the ability to become reality. If you're forever negative and you're saying, oh, I can't. Oh, yeah, you're right, you can't. But if you say you can, you will. Okay, so we correct each other if we hear each other say something like, oh, wait a minute, change that around, because
you ready for it? Let me add to that right quick. Here, tag team, back at it again. Remember, can is the ability to. So when you put a not in front of the ability to, which changes it from you don't have the ability to. Please know that can and may are two separate things. May is asking permission of. Can is the ability to. Use your words wisely. And I mind you, I get on my husband about this too, and he does the exact same thing. And I can say when we're having a moment and we're starting to get super passionate, where it feels uncomfortable passionate, like we're about to lead into argument and dissent in our household, disharmony. I literally start saying, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And then we start saying it on repeat until we are back to peace and back to our normal selves, because we realize that sometimes our energy can feed off each other and we can both get too lit that it can cause a forest fire, and we got to take it all the way down to a trash fire to no fire. Okay.
Yeah. And the thing is, we have the power with our voice, with our tongue, to change our lives. Like people, when we say the power of your voice, I'm really saying it's powerful. Okay. And how you choose to think and what you choose to read, who you decide to be around, what you decide to watch, all of that plays a role in the outcome of what is our present and what will become our reality. Because if you're around a certain type of people, and it has been said that you are the sum of the top five people that you be around the most. So who is it that you're around, the top five people that you speak on the telephone, you maybe text messages, you get together, all of that? Who are the top five people that you're around? If you do not like the life that you are currently living, then change it. But first, go inward, then look outward. Who are you around? What are you taking in? What are you reading? What are you watching? What is it that you're doing? How about your home, your environment? How is it?
What are you eating?
That part. And so all of this plays a role. And the thing is, we can control this. We worry about the things, or I would say be concerned about the things that we can't change. But it's so many things that we have the power to change, and we don't do it. I want you guys, if you don't get anything else from this live, I want you to understand, I don't care if you are homeless watching this right now. You have the power to change your situation. Now, it may not happen like this, but you have the power to change your situation. Everybody do. Like, this is not something that's just for Corrente or for me. It's just that we realize how powerful it is. And personally, I have benefited from it a whole lot, because once I understood the things that I say, the things that I do, how I think, who I am around, and I start changing those things, my life changed from dreaming about the things to becoming, to living those things. And it sped up the more things that I cleaned up in my life. And it's just like, I don't have to dream, because anything that I dream, some people look at dreams as just a dream, right? It's too much of far-fetched. It can't happen. But I tell you what, dreams do come true. You put in the work. So, I mean, I never thought I'll be at the place where I'm at now. I went to school to be a school teacher. That's it. Only thing I wanted to be, in my family, was only two things that we would do. We would go, well, three things in my family. You was either going to go and be a factory worker, a school teacher in education, or you was going to go to the military. That was it. Entrepreneurship was not on the plate because it's unstable, right? And so I did the factory work. I did teaching, and I'm still teaching now, but I never thought about teaching in this way, helping homeschooling parents. And I knew I did not have the stomach to go to the military. I couldn't, no. I knew I couldn't do that. So anybody that can do that, I'd be like, more power to you, because it's just not in me. I just can't do that part. I can come give you some encouragement for what you're doing, and you know, give you some encouragement. But as actually me doing it, nah, I have family members and stuff in all levels. And so that's what I did. But then I realized, you know what? I lived all those things, but what is it that I want to do? A blueprint was laid out for me, and I didn't like it, and I felt like I was stuck. But honey, I went in and changed that blueprint, and I wrote my own story. And now I'm living my dream every single day. Every single day. Every single day. And mind you, just like sometimes you don't have good dreams all the time, sometimes you have them dreams you be running. Yeah, that don't mean that everything's gonna be peaches and cream 24/7. But what I am saying, that when you work towards what you're purposeful for, what you're passionate about, and you know that you know that you know, and you understand why you're here, your purpose, you walk and you live in this life by your own terms. Okay. And I know I'm not gonna get religious, but people do know that I'm a Christian girl. I serve God. You can serve whoever you want to serve, or listen to whoever you want to, but that's who I choose. Mm-hmm. But it's just like, once you understand, it's an amount of wisdom and comfort to know that whatever happens, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. And if one day you're not okay, it's okay not to have a good day. It happens. We're human. Okay. But what is your bounce back rate? How long do it take you to bounce back after you fail? All right. You see what she just did? You need to get back up. You don't need to be laying down there. You know, you don't need to be down there too long. You need to get up. Okay. And don't think I don't ever fall. Honey, some of my best lessons came from me, what they call, quote unquote, failing. Some of my best lessons that I have learned, that built the most character, that built the most resilience, that took me to a level that I never thought that I could achieve, was when I got knocked down and I got back up. When I got knocked down again, I got back up again. And it builds in you a wealth of knowledge that no matter what happens, you know you can rebuild again, because you have that knowledge. You're not dependent on someone, and you learn that through experience and also your talent and your skill. And now you become a problem solver. You're innovative. Now you creative. You can do it. Okay. So I don't want you to think that, oh, she just said this because she can do this. Honey, it took me a minute, but I just want you guys to understand how powerful you are in your current state. No matter if it's not ideal, you can change your life. And I am a walking, breathing testimony of that fact. But I had to change who I was around. I had to change what I was watching, listen to, and who I was around. I had to make sure that, and I had to focus. I had to focus. And that was one of the hardest things because sometimes I can have this squirrel brain and I'm like, woo, I'm gonna do this, that, because I'm a creative, right? So I just get excited about certain things that I like. And then something else come out, I'm like, woo, let me go over here for a minute. And so I had to learn how to be disciplined. I had to learn to discipline myself. No matter if I see all this stuff happening to my right, happening to my left, I had to learn to stay focused. And if you ever familiar with a horse that has blinders on,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it's a reason why they have blinders on. So anytime I start seeing that I'm getting overly distracted, because distraction is going to happen, that's just a part of life. But where it's stopping me from getting things done on a rate that I do not like, I'm like, okay, Tina, it's time to put the blinders on, just like the horse. You cannot. I will start saying, okay, I need to push this back. People ask me to do stuff. I'm like, what? I can't do it right now.
Flipping of the phones. I'm not. I'm excommunicado. I am D&D. You don't have to try me 17 million times to get a hold of me. Forget a call twice on my iPhone to get through. There ain't no get twice. It's my phones. If my phones are face down, I am gone to the entire world unless I want to be found. As in, my mama and my sister will roll up to my house and be like, "You didn't answer your phone," and I'm like, "I didn't." And they're like, "You could have avoided seeing me if you would have answered your phone." I was like, "But I was busy." They're like, "I don't care. I'm here now. I just want to make sure you were good." And I said, "Thank you."
Mm-hmm. I get like that too. And my mama rolled right up to my house like, "Girl, what you doing? You okay?" I'm like, "No, I need that phone. My phone is on do not disturb. Everything that is electronic is off. The cell phone, the tablets, all the little gadgets that we have, especially as content creators. Lord, no, we have too many gadgets." But yeah, I have to do that too. But my mom and my dad, they will roll up on somebody. They'll be like, "Oh, excuse me? Why you didn't pick up the phone?" "I didn't know you called." Because I mean, it's on do not disturb. It's off. And I just needed some quiet time. They're like, "Oh, you sure do. You need to go get some rest." Want me to give you something?
My mama, she like, "Go take your nap," and I'm like, "Thank you. I'll go take my nap." "You take your nap?" "No." "You said you're gonna take it out?" I was like, "I know." Just like, "What happened?" I'm like, "Well, I scrolled out." She's like, "Strand 10." I'm like, "I know. I'm working on practicing on getting better at resting. I am. It's a work and a discipline that I am forming that art right now." And I could say this: how I knew you were Christian. Let me explain why. I'm gonna tell your telltale sign. You said gates, and I said, "Oh, she talking about scripture, being mindful of your gates." I have the word hidden in my heart so deep that when people start speaking about it, I was like, "Oh, that's a scripture." They're saying a scripture without them saying a scripture, because sometimes you don't need to say this is from Philippians 4:3. This is from John 8:28. You don't have to say all that. You can just say what it says in a paraphrase, and you know exactly what it means. And I can say this is that I remember experimenting when I was younger. And I was like, I wonder if music affects me the way that I think it does. I wonder if I listen to gospel and stuff like that versus music that is cussing up a storm, very sexualized and all the in-betweens. What happens to Sharente? And I've realized that those songs that do all the other things breed more of the same because it brings like energy and like things to it. And the same thing on the other side. Please know that the weirdness is on both sides. I just need you to know that because things happen in the church. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna hold you because people do. Okay, I'm not going to discount your feelings, but I am going to say I did notice that when I was listening to music that brought up my spirit and like affirmed me and validated me, I was showing up differently than how it was by listening to music all about heartbreak and sadness and depression and anger. Because I'll be like, why am I so? I'm like, I am not the Hulk. Can I calm myself down? Like, I am not wearing green today. What are we doing? What are we doing? So I can say, even just thinking about that, I've also said my cutoff game is so good now, people don't even realize that they're cut off from me. That's how cut off they are. They're like, "Oh, we're fine." I'm like, "No, we're not. I'm cordial. You tried it. I'm cordial. I know how to talk in public spaces and private conversations. You lost that right. But I will talk. Yeah. Am I being phony? No. I'm just not letting you have that access to me, because when you're talking about yourself, there are some things that stay in the bedroom part of your household, as it's so intimate, close to your heart. You don't tell now one person about that except for you and whoever it is that your soul resides with, wherever it is, okay? And or your spouse, if you are at that comfort and trust level, and they can hold what you're willing to give to them at the same time, because some people can't hold what you got to pass to them. So you got to be mindful of who you passing stuff to, who you passing that ball to. Be mindful, okay? Okay, the information of you. And I can also say this is that, girl, I wrote notes. So I'll also speak on this. When you said homelessness, dealt with that when I was in high school. So at the age of 14, my mom got really, really sick, and I got to go to private school on a scholarship. I was so happy, so thankful and grateful. And towards the end of it, I realized that my mom wasn't going to be able to support me staying there, and I was going to have to go to a public LA school, which to me was different because I grew up in Orange County, which is predominantly Caucasian, Hispanic, and Asian. So I am about to have shelter, like complete shock. And so we're going through this, and my mom is sent a letter saying her PCP is no longer going to work with her. Here's some pain meds, and just finish your days. And so after that, my mom showed up to work, didn't know how she got there, and said, I can't keep seeing clients, and I don't even know how I got to work because of the medications that I'm on. And she left. And with that leaving, we didn't have a household within a couple of months after COBRA expired and all the savings expired, because the rainy day went from rainy months to rainy years. And I remember a time where we were hopping back and forth between different houses and different rooms to rent. And that was hard. Sleeping in the car because we had an OCD roommate that was just a booty hole that was dealing with PTSD, and no one was there to actually really like be there for them. But we couldn't be there for them because we didn't know him like that. Yeah. And so dealing with that, to saying, am I really going to make it? Am I going to be alive? Am I going to make it to high school? AKA, am I going to make it through like to college? Like, I plan to have a car. I plan to have a job. Like, I set myself up academically to do all of these things and clean up all the boards. Okay. I was ready, but the plans changed. The plans changed. And I can say that was a really hard time. Did we finally win a case with the people up in the federals? Yeah. Do we finally get the money? Yeah, that's why we went out to Vegas. And I'm still in the house that we got over 12 years ago after being homeless for 4 years. Wow. I still in this house. I'm in this house right now as we're talking. Okay, wow. I made sure that this house stayed well and intact, even when there was a flood in the house, and it literally flooded almost every single room in the house except for this room, my husband's office, but the second bathroom that did get got. So that was $90,000 worth of work. 90,000. Sure, if you think Sharenta, you're making it like that, oh, bless your heart, baby, bless your heart, because no, that was insurance. That was insurance. And they denied me my insurance. They said, no, we don't believe you. You believe you knew about this longer. So no, we're going to deny. And I said, well, I know the person that I am under. And what you said is a lie. And the funniest thing is that the client call was like over an hour long because she needed to hear what I had to say. And it wasn't nastiness. It was all the questions she was asking Spirit about. I was able to answer. Because I knew not to get mad, because she was just a messenger. You don't get mad at the messenger. They're just there to deliver a message. You have to be impartial with the messenger. You have to receive that message. You can react how you choose to react, because your reaction is your only responsibility, truly. So you can react in anger, or you can react in patience and knowing that good and well, that is not their job, and that's way above their pay grade. So we're going to talk to the person that I really need to talk to, and that's what I did, and everything was worked out. And I can also say this, like I said, I took notes. You can speak yourself in and out of health. I'm going to repeat that one more time. You can speak yourself in and out of health. And a lot of people do it jokingly, saying, myself don't know the difference. Yourself is smart. You need to stop questioning how smart you are. Yourself listens to all of what you say. Jokes are not, it does not know the difference, because your brain is not where your emotions are
separate.
Truly. So I need you to really understand there's two separate things. So be mindful what you're talking out loud. Be mindful what you're saying inside, because when someone else touches and agree with what you say, it is multiplying whatever it is that you uttered your mouth to say. And now here, I'm not done yet, but lastly, okay, because girl, I took notes. When you're actively listening, you can take notes.
Oh,
you can
yeah.
take notes, interrupt the person. Remember that. You can take notes so you can continue having that dialogue. So because I took notes, I'm going to keep looking at the notes. And I also say this, having hostile work environments. You talked about, oh, you could go into that place of darkness. I remember working for a company by the name of NGM. I have no issue saying this out loud and in the front. And I had a manager from the pit of, okay. And I'm now at the place where I thank her, which to me is a boggling concept. And I thank her because she taught me everything I never wanted to ever be as a leader. And it taught me I need to face people. I need to talk to them. I need to have open dialogue. I need to actually be able to communicate to them, because if I was to lead them as they're my charge, I should know some things about them before I start advocating for them and trying to do things for them. And that's not the things that they want to do, because that's not their goals.
Yep.
So I learned. And then I also learned this. My mama taught me this one young, because I'm just touching on what you already gave, okay? It is, she said, vision boards. And that's the whole thing of make it plain. Okay, if y'all heard Steve Harvey and his motivational speakers, make it plain, write it down with a pen and a paper. Not this whole phone thing. That phone thing ain't gonna get it right now. If you want it right now, you got to write about it right now. Write in a notebook. What y'all can't see is this is my 4th vision board. 4. I am on my 4th vision board. This one is taking some time. I already got my YouTube plaque. I'm a good leader. I do work. I have a lot of things already on this little list, including my marriage vision board, because me and my husband has a vision together. If you're in a relationship, what is your vision together? What is it? Is it kids? Is it not kids? What is it? What are y'all doing? What are y'all building? What's the purpose of you joining together in that union? What was the purpose? Communication from the start. I even say, like, when we first got married, we have a mission statement. We have an objective. We have our values. We know what they are. We come together at the very beginning. So I treated our marriage like a business, because it is. And I said, this is a new entity. We are newness in this. I have a new last name. So let's figure this out. Let's just figure this out, and let's make it plain so we both know when things get tough, we can go back to this and say, this was it. This was what our mission was. Let's work through these emotions, because we know emotions change with the ocean. Okay, every different tide, all the things. Let's work through this, and let's get to the other side, because there will be another side when you go through.
It will.
Don't get stuck. Just keep moving forward, one step at a time, one conversation at a time. And I'll even say this, I'm going to give y'all a bonus tip right quick. If you're networking and you think you're going to go in there just talking about yourself, you have another thing mistaken. That is one of many parts. You need to go here. I'm going to give you the creme de la creme sauce. I need you to hear me when I say this. Creme de la creme sauce. Find one thing to compliment about the other person. Literally, look for one thing to compliment about the other person, and you can't come up with nothing. That means that you are not complimenting yourself either, because what you see in them is in you. And if you can't recognize anything in them, that means you're not recognizing nothing in you. So you need to work on that. Okay? Appreciate them. Say hi to them. Ask them about their day. And majority of the time, if it's a networking event, they know the objective, and they're eventually going to ask you about you. And because you took your time with them, they're going to be like, they really wanted to know about me. They didn't care about them. It wasn't just I. It was a we. There's a different action, and that's the power of the voice, okay, and networking. So I meet a lot of creators and entrepreneurs that are not the best at networking, because they can't even recognize themselves truly. And I can say, as a recovering people pleaser, because this past year I people pleased so hard that I was like, my body got sick again. And when I stopped, that's when this channel that you guys are currently watching me on right now on YouTube skyrocketed. When I went from I'm going to take care of everybody else to when I'm like, I'm going to focus on me. And after I focus on me, then I'm going to help everyone else. You guys see these growth. Y'all are here right now having this dialogue with me. And we're on this new podcast, having this dialogue. Okay, I'm gonna say new one more time because it's a new one as of this year. Y'all create podcasts like their little candies to be collecting. Okay, I really do. Pick a chew, pick a me. Hero podcast. So either way, shape, or form, I will say your voice is very, very powerful, and you can wield it for good. You can wield it for quote unquote evil. But evil just means that you're living backwards. I need you to realize that. That just means you're living backwards to what you do as yourself. And you can always go the way that you want to go, or you can go the way that is your path that you're actually where you really want to be at. You can be complacent, as in you can stay in the comfortable, or you can dare to be like Elsa. I'm gonna pull a Frozen reference and go into the unknown and let it all go, surrender it all, and watch how your dreams unfold. It's your choice. Mm-hmm. And to the people in the chat, let me acknowledge them right quick. Okay, so hello to, I think it's McCourtney, if I'm not mistaken. Say hi, hello, bye Bella, good night, sweet dreams. And let's see here. The T is we're talking about how powerful your voice is. And thank you so much. Johnny be sending people. I love you, Johnny. I'm gonna have Johnny on next week. I'm excited for his little thing. I met him at VidCon, and you know how, like I said, you network and you meet someone and like you start vibing, and like the energy's on like 25, and I'm like, what? I could meet another person with this energy's on 25. This is a thing. What? So that's Johnny to me, and I love him so very much. And so, yeah, that just excited me so much. Okay, having my whole little moment. But my question to you is, I love your message. I love everything you stand for. And I just want the people to know, where can they find you?
Okay. The main mecca of where you guys can find me is CTR Media Network. And the cool thing is that when you go to look for me, you'll see many other people, amazing content creators that have the same idea that I had. I found people that have the same type, what she was talking about, the same type of energy, the same type of, they want to make a positive impact. And so it's a variety of different shows that you can watch and listen to for free. And of course, you can listen and watch the Tina Ramsey Show. We're going into season 11. September 5th, we premiere season 11. So literally, you can follow us on all social media platforms up on the CTR Media Network. If you're looking for my show specifically, you know, it's the Tina Ramsey Show. Don't forget A, because if you put the E, you'll find Gordon. And
that's why I said it's the A. Zay.
Yeah. People do say Ramsey, and we even say it, but I mean, it's important for us to say it correctly if people trying to find us. And of course, when we sign in documents, you know, you have to have the check right. When people say, like, wait, hold up. It's an A, honey. It's an A, so it can go through. But pretty much they can find me there. And of course, you can find me, Dr. Tina J. Ramsey, all over social media platform. But if you type CTR Media Network, you'll see me just about, if not everywhere, almost everywhere, because we're very good with placement and visibility. But at the end of the day, it's not all about me. The network is about all of you and creating content that can inspire you, that can motivate you, that can help you get from point A to point B. And if you do not have a circle of people, because everyone don't have family that is supportive. Everybody don't have a supportive mate. Sometimes you just alone. And let's just be honest. Let's have a real conversation. Well, guess what? Take advantage of the virtual connections that you can have. Go where positivity flourishes. And I would say that it flourishes with CTR Media Network. It's not just me, we're a family, okay? And I would like to put this little plug in before I go. Check out Creator Life, because that's positivity. That's how I met her, from Creator Life, you know. So make sure to check them out. Creatorlife.com. That's LFYE Life. Make sure you check it out. If you want to learn how to build skill and grow and all that good stuff like that
There
with
you
good old
go.
fashion, make sure to
Down
check her out.
there. Down there.
Oh,
Creator Life.
make sure that you guys go check that out because that's how I met Sharente. You know, I would have never crossed paths with you, I don't think, in any other way had it not been for Dr. Fashion. So I'm grateful and thankful.
Same here, same here. I was like, Dr. Fashion, I've been following her for a couple of years now. Okay.
Yeah.
And I can say this.
When I hear people following me, I'm like, you really was out of all these people, 2.4 billion.
It's just wild. And I'll say this is that I just have a question because I'm nosy.
Go ahead.
CTR stands for Curtis Tina Ramsey Network. No. Is that correct? No? What does it stand for then? I have questions.
Click-through rate.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Here I thought y'all merged your names together, but y'all could have went either way.
I'll give you a fun fact. When we first formed, because I'm going to be honest with you, I had another company that I did a partnership with and brought in another person, and it was just a bad partnership. It was not good. And so we had to start all over, lost everything, and had to start over from scratch. And I was asleep. I did not want to go back to start over again. It took so much money, time, and effort. My business partner was just not a business partner. We had grew into what I thought was a strong friendship, and it just did not pan out. I did not see that coming. However, God told me to rebuild, and He told me I went to sleep, and the letters C, T, and R came, and of course, I'm thinking it means Curtis Tina Ramsey because I mean those are our letters, right? I mean, everybody think that. I mean, literally at our first annual Power Podcasting event, there's about 5 people in the corner going head to head in a debate about what the C, the T, and the R mean. No, it stands for Coach Tina Ramsey. No, it stands for Curtis Tina Ramsey. No, and someone yelled across the room and said, Tina, Dr. Tina, tell them what CTR stands for. I said click-through rate. They were like, oh.
We wouldn't have. So yeah. I appreciate that here. I appreciate that story because I was like, it just seems like it. And I'll say this is maybe because of the fact that when it came to my company, because my company's name is JCLV, it was started as my husband's best friend's name, my name, his name, Ventures. That was their original name. Then they decided that they don't want to be business owners and do any of the compliance work because I was like, I follow that Tom man. Okay. Government. And so they are no longer on the business. And after that, I was like, God, what do I change this to? Like, do I change the name? Like, I already formed the entity. I already started building business. Like, what do I do? And it came to me, Joyously Coaching Life Victory. And I was like, I can do that. I can do that 100% because I just like letting people know that they are winners and that they've always won and that they have always been deserving and that they've been always worthy and that they've always been brave and smart and conquered everything that they thought they would never conquer. Yeah. And so I love that yours is click-through rate because it also doesn't make sense when he said you are because if I'm not mistaken, your girl is syndicated, as in she's on multiple platforms doing what she do. And I love that for you.
TV and radio.
I knew it. I was like, this ain't no tiny network, y'all. I need y'all to really understand this.
Yeah. So originally I thought it meant Curtis Tina Ramsey, Coach Tina Ramsey, because it all makes sense. But God revealed to me later on after we had built the company that it didn't stand for that. It stood for click-through rate. Because what we do over time for our podcasters is that we improve their click-through rate, which means we help put more eyeballs on what you're doing. So it makes sense. And it was a great SEO because click-through rate is already in the SEO. So it made us optimize really quickly, popping up in the search engines because click-through rate is already recognized. And so that's pretty much it. But it's cute though, because you're not the only one. And it's just so funny when I go places and everybody have their own opinion or their own ideas of what it means. And I just let them go at it. And I'm like, oh, I said, that's a good one. Oh, that's a good one. And I'm like, well, and I see why you would say that, because I thought that too. How about that? I said, but that ain't what God said. He said, click through it. You know, well, what happened was I was trying to figure out what it was. And then another person said, you know what, click through rate. I prayed about it. And then I was like, God, do you think this is the right thing to do? And he was like, yeah, click through rate. So that's what it's been, click through rate. So that's what the C, the T, and the R stand for. If you, I hope you guys not disappointed, but that's what it means. But
I got down to the bottom of it, okay? That's all that matters. Okay, sometimes as a reporter, you just got to get down to the bottom of it. And we got down to the bottom of it, okay?
Yeah.
And so I greatly appreciate you for joining me. I greatly appreciate you for your weigh-in game, because y'all, I just need y'all to know this show stays booked and busy, as in I have the guest all the way until October, I think middle of October, if I'm not mistaken now. Previously, it was from May to August. So I just need y'all to know every week, y'all are going to see somebody. And next week, just to let you guys know about this particular show, I'm not going to have one show next week for Besties Vibe only. We're going to have two, and we're going to do it on one day, which is wild. But we're doing it. And it's going to be talking mental health and YouTube growth with Shirley Jew, as well as celebrating J Stars, okay, JX Stars, okay, Johnny, and his birthday, as well as talking content creation, how to stay positive, mental health, and all the in-betweens. I'm super excited for that live stream because I get to celebrate his birthday with him. And this is technically the second birthday on this new podcast, because the first one was me. And then now we're here. And I'm just like, I just love being able to celebrate with people when it's their day. Okay, I know you might not want to celebrate some people. I get it. But I will celebrate you because I know that you are a part of the solution, because we all are, if we choose to be. And I just want y'all to know from all my heart, because you know how I close on my shows. You is enough. I am proud of you for you showing up today as yourself, for waking up today. I'm proud of you for taking yourself to the bathroom when you had to go. I'm proud of you for eating the snackianas when you had to eat a snack. I'm proud of you for taking that nap when you needed to take that nap. I'm proud of you for resting when you said you were going to rest. And I'm proud of you if you did not do any of those things, because you're practicing at everything and you're working on your discipline. I am still proud of you, because can't nothing change it. Can nothing change it, because you're always exactly where you're meant to be, doing the exact thing that you're meant to be doing. And even if I have a different point of view and perspective on what that is, that don't change the fact that that's perfect for you, because you are perfect and wonderfully made and worthy and deserving and smart and brave and beautiful and kind. And I just want you guys to know that I love you to infinity and beyond. And I'll catch you next live stream for Besties Vibe only. And if you're a part of my Roblox Besties, we gonna be live up on her on Thursday at 7 p.m. as well as on Friday at 8 p.m. Specifically, Thursday is 3008, which is like a horror game. Pray for Jesus, help me. And the second day is Dress to Impress, and y'all know I slay all day. So I'm excited.